Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners. EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UTEP Miners offense will have the football first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Smith wants to throw. Long line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And off from the shot.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a little space. There he goes. And tackled there by the defense.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Iowa's offense will get the ball for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
It's a running room, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the counter. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Team's miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. And the quarterback runs out of time. Turning it on. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Miners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Finding an escape route. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Smith dropping to pass. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the games. Just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Play of the quarter coming. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Brown will throw it. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down, giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. A nice job on that play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue...
Going deep. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hawkeye. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over the Rebels. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear that.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Off play action. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On the ready. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his...
Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together. And
there he goes. Pulled down for the tackle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
Smith dropping to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ferguson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Ready? Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback running on the draw. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's a draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again. On
4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep shucking it.
Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run play action. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Quick strike through the air for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Miners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Lasso!
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He makes a catch. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ferguson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the move, it's Keith. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Miners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to... the first down. And the Miners line up to punt it away.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. 3:25. The play action fake. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 42. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Leary. Bringing the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the missed connection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. The Miners decide to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Washington. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Off the play fake on first down. He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Missouri. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes the grab. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So UTSA's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Number 28.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's McCown. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Moulton. Open space at the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
UTSA, 0.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Roadrunners are on the move.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's flat. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Brown will throw it, showing the arm strength to the left. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The handoff to Johnson. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
14, UTSA, 3.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down.
Come on, set.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarter.
Oh, a lot of space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Roadrunners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Howard. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Under fire. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Creates a little space. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. The Roadrunners will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snags it on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll try the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Brown wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. And you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
This will likely be the last play of the half. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's going to wrap up the first half here and now.
We don't know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Roadrunners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be smacked to the ground. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's McCown. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plugged it.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's McCown. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. It's gone. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
At the 36.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop. The 31-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Iowa.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. From the gun, the ground game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Brown wants to pass. right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. They forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here and make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on fourth down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's Jones. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Delay game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Ready, fight.
Pound 55 weak.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on. Step, let's mark it at the 13.
At the 13-yard
The Hawkeyes have pushed it inside the 20.
For the offense.
off play action. Pressure coming. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Most intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
The Hawkeyes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolute shame. Missed it. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. Still a 17-point push.
And you got to wonder about the confidence of this kid. It's been up and down. 1 for 4 now in this game kicking after that miss.
TSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. With the catch, it's Jones. Still running at the 40. There he goes. The 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses will look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're beat.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Gain of 24.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They want that clock to run. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Washington. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Iowa! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin. in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 25 over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Roadrunners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's McCown. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And they'll take over.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease, it's Moulton. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. We've had a great day today.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
I would absolutely love to take this opportunity to roast this kicker. That's 4 missed field goals. That is your job. You are a kicker. But how about the coach? If you're going to keep rolling him out there and he's going to keep missing, that's your fault.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible. But when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national